Hello everyone, my name is Rafael. So today we're going to be reviewing a really popular book. It's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I know there's a lot of self-help books out there, probably like hundreds and thousands out there. But the thing that really differentiates this book from the others is that this book looks at your life and the perspective on life from a much deeper level compared to the other books. If you think about it, most of the self-help books out there are like, they're always telling you stuff like, if you want other people to like you, then say this to them. Or maybe compliment them, dress in a particular way. I know those tips might work, but the problem is that the results you get from them is kind of short term. So if you really want to see long-term results, long-term change in your life, then you gotta see the kind of person you are. And what really defines us as person are our habits, what we do in our everyday life, how we see the world and the people around us. In this book, Stephen talked about 7 habits which we can incorporate in our lives to see long-term results. So the first habit is, he defined it as being proactive. There are 2 kinds of people in the world, reactive people and proactive people. Think of it this way. For example, there are 2 students in a class. Both of them have been studying for an exam, and they sit for the exam, and when the results come out, both of them fail. So here's 2 ways two of the students might respond. If one of them responds thinking that it's not my fault, I studied for the exam, it's the teacher's fault, she made me fail, so I have nothing to do about it. But the other student responds like this. He's like, yeah, maybe I failed this time, but if I keep on studying more and working hard, maybe I'm gonna get good grades next time. So the thing is that most of us, when we face some hardships in life or face some unpleasant situations, we always blame it on things that we don't have control on, which is really ineffective if we think about it. Because complaining about things that you have no control about is not gonna get you anywhere. What you can really do is, blame it on yourself and try to do things that you have control over. In other words, being proactive rather than being reactive. If you think about it, our time in this world is really limited. We came to this world and we don't have much time here. So our time is really, really limited, and we should really think about how we spend our time every day, how we use it. And we should always think about our end goal. When we die, how do we want other people to think of the kind of person we were when we were alive? That's called keeping the end goal in mind. For example, if you want to be a really influential politician, doing something great for your country, you need to align your life goals and what you do every day in order to reach that end goal. If you say you want to be that at the end, and if you just sit around home watching a lot of Netflix shows every day, it's not going to help you reach your end goal. So when you really have a concrete end goal in your mind, try to always connect what you do every day and how you invest your time on in order to get to that point. So it's really important to always have the end goal in mind. Habit 3 is also kind of linked to habit 2. It says that we should always try to prioritize our events depending on how important they are. I once remember a quote by a famous person in history. I don't really remember the name, but he said that if you want to see greatness in your life, it's all about time management and prioritizing what you do every day. You gotta do the things that's most important to you first, and then rank the events that way, depending on their level of importance. So prioritizing and time management. That's habit number 3. Habit number 4 is called think win-win. Think of it this way. For example, I have a YouTube channel and I have 1,000 subscribers. And one of my friends have a YouTube channel. He also has 1,000 subscribers. So one day he posts a video, and if I like the video, in my video I can tell that how I like this video, and his video says a lot of things that my viewers might like. What's going to end up happening is that out of my 1,000 subscribers that I have, they're also gonna become his subscribers. So he's gonna get more viewers in his videos. And if he sees this, then he's also going to be grateful. And maybe if he says the same thing in his channel about one of my videos, then instead of having 1,000 subscribers myself, I'll have more subscribers, because the viewers of his videos are also going to come to see my videos. So what's going to happen? We're going to be in a win-win situation. But what if I don't like his video, and I just instead of liking his video, I just leave him a bad comment and say some bad shit about his videos in my channel. That's gonna create a lot of hatred between us, and we're gonna stay at the place that we are now. So always try to think of a win-win situation. Do things that's gonna make a win-win situation between you and someone else. Habit number 6 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. It means that I'm trying to explain the stuff using examples, because I feel like that's like the best way to learn. So imagine that you own a real big, you're the CEO of a real big organization, and one of your employees comes one day, and he's performing really bad at his work, and you notice it. The thing that most of us would do is just, go to him and start behaving in an unpleasant way to him instead of trying to understand him. What if something really bad happened to the person? What if some of his close relatives died? I mean, we never know what's really going on in another person's mind. So instead of really making them understand our way, first we gotta understand them. We should always look at the bright side. I mean, the employee came to the office. Even if something bad might have happened in his personal life, we should try to appreciate that instead of just lashing on at his faults. Habit number 6 is synergy. Synergy and teamwork. If we think about it, all of the great things around us wouldn't have been possible if people didn't work together, if they didn't synergize. In order to incorporate this in our everyday lives, we should always, try to look for people who are trying to accomplish the same task or have the same interest as us. Because look at it this way. For example, if you're an engineer, you're stuck in a problem. If you work and cooperate with one of your classmates, then you can come up with a solution much faster than if you were thinking by yourself. Because 2 brains is always better than 1. 3 brains is better than 2. This is how it goes. The more you can synergize and use teamwork, the better. Habit 7 is called sharpening the soul. Imagine one of your friends is trying to cut a tree with a saw, and he has been working all day, but he is not being successful. So you go to him and advise him to maybe sharpen the saw, and you tell him that it might help him cut the tree faster. But what if he replies you that, no, I'm gonna cut the tree first and then sharpen the saw later, because if I try to sharpen the saw, it's gonna take away a lot of my time. This happens to a lot of us in our everyday lives as well. For example, if you want to be a scholar one day, one of the things you must do every day is read a lot of books if you want to be a scholar. But what if you say that, no, I'm not going to read books because it's going to take away a lot of my time every day. So you see where I'm getting with this? If you really want to achieve something later, you gotta work on sharpening the saw. Maybe reading a book every day. Going to the gym, having a good diet, maintaining your relationship with your child and your family. So these are the 7 habits that you can incorporate in your everyday life that's gonna help you change your life and make your life better in the long term. Thank you. I hope you liked my video for today, and I'm gonna be coming up with a lot of more exciting books next week. Alright, see you. Goodbye.